Muy buenas a todos, hoy estamos aquí en otra entrevista y tengo un invitado también muy especial. La acabo de conocer hace muy poquito tiempo y nos va a contar un poquito más acerca de su proyecto. Lo primero, ¿cuál es tu nombre y tu función?
Greg Chu, I'm from QPQ, I'm the CEO and founder. Started in 2017, this is our first product coming to market, one DLT.
Cuéntanos en pocas palabras qué es el proyecto.
So essentially what we've done is we've made real interoperability occur between the protocols. So we've broken down the pieces. So if you think of it like Lego, okay, so each of the protocols is a box of Lego and it has a way that you must build its house or building or whatever it is. But what if you want to take one thing from one feature and a feature from another? You can't. You have to go through complex bridging. So what we did is we broke down the pieces and we separated out the transaction from the consensus and the services. So you can pull a service in from another DLT protocol, you can pull in the consensus, but you can start with, beginning with Ethereum. So we have the Ethereum virtual machine. It's a complete proper machine. It's not a copy or compatible. And what it allows you to do is you can do your smart contracts, you can do anything you would do in Ethereum, but now you can pull the consensus from Algorand or Hedera or Avalanche, and we're talking to a few others as well. You know, so all of those capacities then become available, and really it's a true layer zero of interoperability that everybody can then find the capacity to make blockchain really scale and really work. You know, we're talking 25,000 transactions per second now. We're targeting getting up into 250 million next year. As we network more protocols and we make the system work faster and better, that's where we go. But you know, sub 10-second finality. Even on the quietest day, you struggle to get 20 minutes on Ethereum. If you look at the layer 2s, my position on layer 2s is very clear. It's re-centralization. You're batching, you're doing something that involves me trusting you again. And the whole point of DLT is really simple. It's to be able to trust the message, not the messenger. So the minute that you force me back into trusting the messenger, I don't care how good your intentions are, you're undoing the entire point. And the thing that actually makes me quite angry about it is I look at it and think, and you're lying, because the truth of it is, this is what the banks did. Why are we doing this? Why are we playing this game all over again? Because we're back to you control the bridge and it's my dollar, I decide who crosses the bridge. No, this is about breaking all of those silos down. You know, when I look at this, I get angry about all these TVLs. So you decide that a protocol is worth something because of the total value locked? Are you insane? That is not what this industry is about. This is about flattening the earth. It's about opening up the infrastructure so that we can all add value and participate in the economy.
Cuéntanos un poco cuál es el problema que soluciona.
As it stands, I don't think there is a real interoperability solution. There are lots of bridges, but we're back to that same problem with bridges of it's I own the bridge, I decide what you can do with it. And in truth, actually, most of those companies offering those bridges, they control the bridge, so they should actually be regulated as payment services providers. You know, these are the things that people have got to start thinking about, is that you're actually providing a financial service and you are centralizing, you are in control. Therefore, you should be regulated. And there's no amount of tantrums and saying how people don't understand. They do understand. And that's why this whole thing is coming. Now, I think there's quite a lot of the regulation that's coming that's quite retrograde. It's looking at the process rather than the outcome. But this is the state. And as an industry, when we have not actually communicated with regulators well, instead we've been doing tantrums rather than grown-up interface, we end up with regulations that don't work. So, yeah, look, big points of differentiation are the capacity to scale, the finality, the reliability. We package everything up. So for a startup, for example, it's 10,000 Swiss francs. They get the EVM, the cloud infrastructure to run all of their smart contracts and systems, and they get the operations built in. So we'll build in 50,000 operations in a year for a startup, and we go up to 10 million for an enterprise package. Beyond that, it's bespoke, but you get the idea that we're just making this really simple. Because you know what infrastructure is? Infrastructure is something that you don't even notice is there. You take it for granted. It's like the internet, you take it for granted. if a web page doesn't open in 3 seconds flat, you close the page, right? That's what we have to get to. If we're going to have an infrastructure for Web 3, it's got to be as good as the infrastructure for Web 2.
¿Cuál es el objetivo del proyecto?
This is just the start for us. The objective is actually to deliver the infrastructure upon which the entire digital economy can be built. We want to enable everybody to participate in the economy equally. We talk about the emancipation of humanity, the economic emancipation of humanity. Because at the moment, there's a very, very small number of people who control all the infrastructure. So our vision is to go the opposite way from EOS. EOS came to market in 2007 saying, if you give us money, we'll revolutionize the blockchain. Wrong. They did nothing. They did nothing of the kind. So what are we going to do? We're going to prove that we've built the Internet of Economics to the same standard as the Internet of Data. We're going to prove that, and then we're going to say, you know what? We're now going to fractionalize the ownership of the entire network to everybody. So what we do in sum is we have privatized the risk, and we're going to socialize the profit. But we're going to do it properly and fairly, and we're not going to try and gouge people to buy their hope and throw it away.
Okay. ¿A qué público os dirigís?
Everybody who's trying to do something on blockchain, something with DLT. We're also trying to target everybody to say that, you know, we understand the frustrations that people have feeling like they're locked out of the economy. So we are your friend and we are coming. We're also telling the regulators we're your friend too, because you know what? We've designed our solutions to meet your requirements and to meet the requirements of privacy. We want to reverse the polarity of the ownership of data. At the moment, all the data handlers own your data. Well, we think you should own your data and that your data is an asset. These are all the things we want to get to, but we need a big community of people to come and build on what we're doing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for
Nice
your
to
time,
meet you.
Roberto. And you.
Bye.
Thank you.